Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. It's Monday. I'm back with a fantastic guest from France, from my home country. Welcome, Dorela Iepan. Welcome, Dorela. I know it's your second time here on the talk show, and I'm so happy to have you. And so before we start with our secrets, I want to introduce Dorela. So Dorela Iepan is originally from Romania, and she lives in France, as I said to you. She's happily married and has two kids, a girl and a boy. She loves nature walks and spending time with her family. Although she studied economics, she decided to convert to therapy. She took a leap of faith and transformed a passion of helping people into a career. For her, it's a hobby, and she feels empowered every time she sees a client shifting their lives. She speaks several languages, Romanian, French, English, and Italian, and therefore she's been able to accompany clients worldwide. She strongly believes that we all deserve to be happy and have an amazing life. So that's why every day she tries to help people reach their goals. She has written a book, a 28 days program on relationship, which will eventually be published in 5 languages, so look out for it: Romanian, English, French, Italian, and Spanish. And today she's going to give us 5 secrets of perfect couples. So welcome, Dorela, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And come on, tell us your secrets.
Hello, Isabelle. Thank you so much for having me here. I am very honored to be here with you because I really appreciate everything that you do. We are going to talk about 5 secrets. Maybe there are more, maybe there are less, but we have to start from somewhere. And let's get to the point because we have a lot to talk about. What's the most important secret? It's self-love. Because when we are in a relationship, we tend to forget about ourselves. This is not only for women, it is also for men. And it's not the narcissism or to look only for oneself. It's very important to understand what self-love means. It means that I love myself, I know how to say no, I know when I am hurt, when someone is hurting me on purpose, maybe. So I have to react somehow and say, I love myself. Would I want my daughter to suffer like I suffer? You know, it's a question that we can ask ourselves. And then if the answer is, oh my God, I wouldn't want another person to suffer like this, that's a bell ringing saying, oh my God, you have to do something. Mm-hmm. So this is the negative side. On the positive side, when there is self-love, I'm taking care of myself, of my body. My body is my home on this planet, in this life. So if I don't take care of it, it will break eventually. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking care of what I eat, what I exercise, I read, because my mind also needs exercise. I give myself time. This means time for myself. And the more I love myself, the more I will be loved in my relationship. What do you think about this? How did you feel this in your life?
I totally agree with you, and it took me a while to realize that, but that's what I do, and that's what I advise my clients as well. So to love themselves, because when you love yourself, it's like you show that you are so happy that you attract the right person or the right people around you, and things are so easy. You know, it's just like. And it's respect, it's honoring oneself as well.
Yeah, it's very important. So this is the first secret. When we love ourselves, we begin to see that we enter the right relationship. The second secret is gratitude. So I see people they don't stop waiting about everything that happens in their life. It's like everything is a disaster, there is no good in their lives, and they never appreciate anything. It's like, I don't know, we're not at war as some other people are. So instead of feeling gratitude for what we have, they forget to feel that gratitude. And we will go further on this, but I would like to say that our thoughts create our reality.
True.
So when there is this lack of gratitude, what we create is exactly what we're thinking about. Instead of creating something amazing, we create something that will give us the chance to continue to be not happy at all.
And complain. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and when we begin to feel gratitude, we open a door to a new life. So people might ask, I'm not happy in my life. Why should I feel gratitude? I myself took this process, and I would advise people to try it themselves. I wanted to, so you said about me that I am very happily married. I am. But in the past, I wanted to divorce from my husband. And I was sure that my relationship cannot be better in this life. And someone told me, listen, write 10 reasons of gratitude every day. And I said, you know, there is nothing to be grateful for my husband. And she said, my friend said, yes, there is. He comes home at night, he plays with the kids, he brushes his teeth. You know, you can find many reasons of some small things that you can be grateful for. And I've done this for 1 month. And by the end of that month, I was feeling my feelings changing. Instead of being, um, of complaining all the time, I began to see that I'm calm, I'm happier, and I like my husband. So gratitude can completely change your life. People know that even if in a wonderful relationship, when they begin to practice this conscious gratitude, they begin to see that things become even better.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not good, practice for what you want. If it is good, you will see that it becomes better. I want to give one last example for this gratitude. For instance, when you want to change your car, if you don't have gratitude for the car that you already have, you won't have the car that you want. Okay, so if I feel gratitude, I won't be able to change my car because I am already grateful for the car that I have. That's not the point. The feeling inside is that I am happy for what I have and I am open to receiving more. So this will bring easier and faster something that you want. So feeling gratitude for the fact that you're alive, that you breathe, that you eat, that you have a roof, that you have hot water, that you have a car, a phone, internet connection because you're watching this will bring you the things that you want. And I would like to give an extra tip for this gratitude thing. You can set an intention. So before saying what you are grateful for, put an intention. I want my relationship to get better. I want to meet my partner. So things that you want in your life, and then think of the things that you're grateful for. It would be great to write down what you are grateful for. And if you take this habit to do it every day, you will begin to see how people change in your life, how your partner will appear at some moment, at the right moment, out of the blue, and he will be like the perfect guy.
Do you do it in the morning or at night?
Both. So
Yeah.
I do it in the morning, just when I wake up. You can do it in the evening when you go to sleep. But there are people who don't have the time in the morning or at night. If you don't have the time, do it whenever it's good for you. It's great to do it when you get up or when you go to sleep, because your brain shifts into another phase and it's more open to receive all those feelings of gratitude. But what I advise my clients, it's better to do it than not to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, gratitude is important, and it's true, because we always look at we tend to look at the negative side. What I don't have, but what do you have? I mean, look, and by being grateful as well, as you say, we attract, because our energy has shifted, right? So we will be attracting what we want. And it will arrive, as you say, at the right moment.
Yeah, at the perfect moment. So, first secret, self-love. Second secret, gratitude. Third secret, put yourself in the other person's shoes.
That's not easy.
Yeah, this is a hard one. And it's not to complain a little bit more. It's like you have an argument with someone, but that person thinks they're right. So if I am Isabelle now, and Isabelle is Dorela in this moment, I will try to see, what does Dorela want to say me as Isabelle? Can I understand her? Can I understand what she sees in that situation where I'm feeling that someone is not understanding me? I had a client just the other day, and she told me about her husband who is yelling at her. And I said, that is the message that he feels, that he is not loved. It's difficult to go and say, I love you, let me give you a hug, and the other person is yelling at you. So I don't say you have to do that, but just think in your mind that when that person does something that hurts you, it's just the mirror that they are being hurt and they need your attention. We see that in children. If a child doesn't receive positive attention, he will look for negative attention. And they will be happy when they receive negative attention, because that means that mom and dad are there for them. They're seeing them, and they didn't see him or her when they were good, but now they see them and they feel that they are being loved. So we can stop that by putting ourselves in the other person's shoes and try to look with a different perspective at all the situation.
Yeah, it's
Did
true.
you try to do this?
Yes. It's hard, because, as you say, we tend to think that we are always right. So to change the angle, and just like, okay, I'm going to put myself in their shoes. So if they react like that, what are they feeling? What is the message behind it?
We tend to get out of the reaction, and it's like, I'm feeling, understanding, and acting, not reacting. Because you have that reaction, we don't have to react. And this can help us to stop the fights in the couple, the arguments, and people begin to say, oh my God, I'm understood in my relationship.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Put yourself in other people's shoes, just to identify what triggers them.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't do profiling, but people react differently to say similar words. So if someone gets triggered, but by you didn't do that, you have to stop telling them that thing. I don't get mad at this, so it's not a trigger for me. So we can pay attention when we are in someone else's shoes. We can understand better what's the trigger in the relationship, and we can understand how to better engage in the situation.
Okay, right. That's the third one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So first one, I will repeat them all each time because I feel it's very important for people to get them all.
Yeah.
First secret, self-love. Second secret, gratitude. Third secret, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Fourth secret, pay attention to others. This is something really interesting because apparently it has nothing to do with our relationship. So I will explain it and then I will ask what you think about this. In relationships, usually it's the woman, but sometimes it's the other way around. The woman wants to spend time with her partner, and when they stop spending time together, she's like, oh my God, he's not loving me. We have to spend more time together. And she doesn't stop to ask for more attention from her husband partner. But the thing is that they need a little bit of space. They both need to have things that they don't do together.
I agree.
The men usually need time for themselves. For women, it's difficult to understand that. We won't get into the whole story of what's behind this pay attention to others, but I will explain something like this. The more careful I am with the needs of people around me, the more careful my partner will be. So if my kid is asking me for something and I'm like, I don't have time for me, you do it on yourself, I will discover that my partner is like, I don't have time, you can do it on yourself. If a colleague at work needs some help from me and then like, I cannot help you, I have my own work. Well, I get at home and my husband will say, I don't have the time, I'm sorry, I'm really busy. The other way around, I'm like, Isabelle, can I help you with something? Do you need help with something? Or I'm paying attention. I've heard you say that you need to do something, you don't know how to do it, and I know how to help you. And I will say, I can help you with that. So I'm there for you.
Mhm.
Apparently, I'm getting away from my husband, but actually, what's happening is that the more people I help around me with the things that they need, the more attentive my partner will become. So please tell me, what do you think about this secret?
First, we were talking about space, and I totally agree. For me, a relationship is like three different steps or three different people, I would say, like the man, the woman, and the relationship. So doing things together, that's fine, but to allow as well to have time separately, because we need our own space. I mean, we sometimes we don't even like the same things. Don't get me wrong, I don't like football, and some men really like football, need to be like in a group of men to play, to just like, so that's fine. While other women just will meet with their friends. So that's why I totally agree with that. As for helping others, that's, I think it's like the reciprocity. When you actually help others, things around you will shift. So, and one thing as well, I used to do, and I don't do anymore. I used to anticipate my partner or my friend's needs. Now I listen and I ask if they need help. Right? I don't do it, and I realize that it gives them the space as well to say yes or no. But that was just like a way to respect their space, their view on things, and just say, okay, well, thank you for asking, but I want to do it myself, or I haven't had a chance to do it now, but I will eventually. But thank you. So it's a combination of respect, space, and being there for them.
Yeah, that's a combination of all of them. As I said in the beginning, maybe it's only one secret, or maybe there are many more. But the thing is that we have to start from somewhere. And here we have 5 that will help us a lot. And I really can say that I have done all of them. So first secret is self-love. Second secret is gratitude. Third secret is to put yourself in other people's shoes. Fourth secret is to pay attention to others. And the fifth secret is the emotion code. I am saying it like this, but I want to develop it. The thing is that I've met many people in toxic relationships, and they don't know how to get out of them. They don't understand how they got stuck in those relationships, and they don't know what to do to get out of them. And I said the emotion code because it's the easiest technique that I know, that's really involving the body, the mind, the spirits, the emotion, and it's fast and easy. And what it does, it releases the trapped emotions that are inside our body. So what's this? What's the connection with the perfect relationship? Well, the thing is that as long as I have trapped emotions in my body, I won't be able to live my life as fully as I am destined to live it. And the more emotions I release, the more changes I see in my life. It's like the partner is opening their souls to discuss, to have that connection from soul to soul. Relationships that are distance, they come back together. So even people that weren't, they thought they cannot be together anymore, as it was in my case, everything shifts around and it transforms in something really amazing.
Good. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just communication as well. When you don't communicate, well, you guess what people think and you might be totally out. So
this is not even to discuss anything, it's like you go for a session of emotion code release, and it's like you have the practitioner, you say, okay, so I feel stuck in my relationship. I feel I cannot communicate. I feel I don't love the person anymore. I feel there is some blockage that's not allowing me to have a better relationship. And then we go and find the trapped emotions, we release them, and then it's like, I don't feel the same. It's like I have some clients of mine are like, they come with something and they have to give a rate from 0 to 10. It's like, okay, it's a 8 when they began, and at the end, by the end, they're like, why did we work on this? Because I feel no connection with this problem. But you start with an 8 out of 10, it's like, it's really huge. And so releasing the trapped emotions really helps to go for that perfect relation that we dream of, that we really want, and that we can be happy about, because that's the point. We want to be happy in our lives. As you said in the beginning, I think that we all deserve to have happy lives, to live happy experiences, amazing experiences. And when we have trapped emotions, it's like, I don't have the courage, I don't think I deserve it. Oh, it's okay, a relationship like this, because I'm afraid that I will have something worse if I get out of this one. But actually, no, this one can become amazing, or the next one can be amazing.
Mhm. Yeah, when we've got trapped emotions, they become blocks, and sometimes it's unconscious. You don't even know that you've got that, and yeah, it's good to get rid of those emotions, to be able to see the bigger picture, you know. So it's yeah, so emotional code. So yeah, so that's the technique you apply to your
One of
clients.
them,
One of
one of the techniques, but it's really changing lives. So people are like, I want more.
Good. That's good. That's fantastic. So, and do you have any examples of your clients, for example, like what type of emotion they had and you managed to get rid?
The thing is that on the emotion code, so when I use this technique, the process is very simple, because you have a table of 60 emotions that are in columns and in rows, and you look for the name of the emotion. You identify the type of the emotion, so you have like personal emotions, inherited emotions, prenatal emotions, and three more, but we won't get in all of them today. And it's like, did I inherit this emotion? Was it mine from the beginning? So it's like you have inherited emotions maybe from your mother, and it's been through 100 generations, and you're like, oh my God, 100 generations, and they were all suffering from this trapped emotion. And you identify the emotions, then you release them, and then you feel like everything changes. It's like you're like stones are getting out of your back, and you
Yeah, you
feel
feel
light.
lighter. You feel
Yeah,
lighter.
yeah. And it's something really amazing that people can feel that. And you asked me if there is something particular. I had an emotion code session, a group session, because I do group sessions also. And we had only trapped emotions that were personal or inherited from the mother. No emotion inherited from the father. So in that emotion code session, there were only mom and our emotions. And it was weird, but that's what happened in that session. And it's like the emotions that are connected with what we want to work on will get out, will be released. And I like something I have read in a book. It's like these trapped emotions, they really want to get out of our bodies, maybe even more than we want to get rid of them. And it's like we just have to have the courage to go see a practitioner. Maybe it's not the emotion code, maybe it's some kind of other therapy, but just go see someone and get it out, because you will feel the changes immediately, and you will be able to practice the 4 steps that I have said in the beginning. So it's like do the necessary steps so that you can have the relationship that you really dream of, because you can have it.
That's great. That's yeah, and usually it comes from the mum because well we're close to our mums usually, and the mum is there to look after the kids, and so yeah, I can relate to that definitely.
No, you
No.
no, because there you got me on something. So I had a client. I knew nothing about that part of her life. And I'm working on her. I'm beginning to release emotions, and almost all of them were inherited from her father.
Oh, wow.
And she starts crying because this helps with the release. And we work, and by the end she tells me, actually, my father is not my father. I was raised by a stepfather, and I always worked on my relationship with my mom, and I consider that I have nothing to work on my
With
father's
him.
side because
Mhm.
he didn't raise me. So the thing was amazing because she really worked on the relationship with her mom, and all the trapped emotions were from her dad. So it's like I knew nothing about that, but the emotion coach revealed that yes, she had to work on the relationship with her father.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Fantastic. Well, yeah. And yeah, with the emotions being trapped, we get not paralyzed, but at least we hold back on a lot of things. So we need to get rid of them.
you said a wonderful word. Thank you for choosing that word because emotions that are trapped in our body, we understand that we have them if we have health issues, relationship problems, money problems, career problems. So basically, if your life is not perfect for everything, so if you have nothing to complain of, if you have nothing to complain of, your life is perfect. And this means maybe you have no trapped emotions, or the trapped emotions that you do have are not impacting your life. If you have any problem at all, go release your trapped emotions and begin to feel the difference in your life.
Wow. So that's it. So you've given us 5 secrets. I know you've got more, so I invite my audience to contact you for the others. Because yes, I know that Dorela has got more secrets to give us. But today she said, "Oh, I'm going to give 5, and the rest you can come to me and." And I'll be happy to tell you. And I know as well you got a book. Tell us about the book.
Yeah, I am so proud because it's already available in English. In the beginning, it was written in Romanian, but it's already available in English on Amazon. You can buy it also in paperback, so no need to read on Kindle if you want, if you prefer the book in your hands. It's, as you said in the beginning, it's a 28-day program to have the perfect relationship. I called it in English "And They Lived Happily Ever After." I don't know if it's a good title or not, but I was like, I really want to give you what is inside the book and to understand how amazing it can be for you to live your life, putting into action all the steps I am offering in the book, because you can manifest the relationship that you dream of. I have already said that today, but it's really important to understand that you can create the relationship that you want. It's like you have maybe never heard this before, or maybe you have heard it before, but you didn't have the tools on how to work with it, because you can say, oh, daily affirmations, I will say affirmations, everyday positive affirmation, but by the end of 1 year you have nothing, and you're like, this work is not working. Why don't I have what I want? So here you have, okay, you have the positive affirmation, you can work with that. The statement, you can say it every single day, it's perfect, but what's underneath the
Mm.
statement that you're saying today? So it's a full program. You have on Kindle, on paperback. So I'm really waiting for you to read it, to tell me how you like it, and maybe to talk together and see how your lives change after reading this book.
I'm sure it will have an impact. And I've got your book, so I'm going to read it. So thank you very much, Dorela. And I know you've got an offer for our audience.
Yes, I will set a sail for the persons who are interested for the emotion code session. This is a 20-minute session. I really insist on the fact that it's not a therapy session. This is the amazing thing about releasing trapped emotions, because we don't have to do any therapy. It's just the releasing of the trapped emotions. So I will put a link where you can schedule your appointment, and we can meet, and I can help you with what you need from me. And I would be delighted to help you with this.
Well, thank you very much, Dorela. So thank you ever so much, talking about the secrets of a great relationship and perfect couples. And you're coming back anytime, you know that. So so next week I will be inviting Cassandre Leon. She's based in Martinique. So you see, we are moving from the mainland in France to the islands. And she's going to talk about self-esteem. So that's going to be an interesting topic as well. Obviously, if you've missed the previous talk shows, don't worry, just click on YouTube, look for Phoenix Coaching and Training, subscribe, click on that little bell to get the notifications. And once again, thank you, Dorela. Thank you, the audience, for being here. And I'll see you next Monday. And thank you very much, Dorela.
Thank you so much, Isabelle.
Bye-bye.